What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's short video, we will looking at Swampert, Quagsire, Naganadel deck featuring Empoleon as our attacking Pokemon. So yeah, 23 Pokemon somehow managed to put them all in this build. So since we lost Aqua Patch, Empoleon lost Energy Acceleration, but theoretically with the Naganadel Charge Up and with the Quagsire Washout, technically he can still be used as attacking Pokemon with a total command. This attack does 20 damage for each benched Pokemon, meaning that if we and our opponent amount of Pokemons in total is 10, we can hit for 200, which is a lot. Hitting for 200 with 2 energy cards, not bad, especially knowing that we are trading only one prize card. It is a stage 2 Pokemon, so we need to use Rare Candy in order to evolve, or maybe just going manually from Piplup to Prinplup and then to Empoleon. I also decided to take one Swampert with Power Joe and Hydro Pump, so I can hit for 80 and basically 20 more for each other water energy attached to Swampert, but I can also discard a card from my hand and draw cards until I have and draw 3 extra cards. It's not a Lily, so I can't draw until I have something. 2 copies of Naganadel with a Charge Up, so I can recycle some energies back and then just mow them on with the Washout Quagsire as often as I like. 3 copies of Jirachi for easier setup, and for that, item supporter, search if it's necessary, 1 Jet Gazer Volcanion, and pretty much 2 copies of Quagsire as well as Wooper. And this is the Pokemon lineup that I'm going to use in today's video and also in this deck. The reason, probably somebody will ask yourself, the reason why I'm not running Super Boost Energy is just because with so many different Pokemons like Jirachi, like Volcanion, plus Naganadel and Quagsire, it's really hard that you will have 3 Stage 2 Pokemons in play. Probably you're going to have 2, and 2 of them are probably going to be Empoleon. Sometimes you might get lucky to have 3 of them, and probably 2 of them are going to be Empoleon and then 1 Swampert. And then specifically you also need to hit that energy. So I'm just giving the advantage to regular water energy cards. So for the Pokemon search, I'm running 2 copies of Mr. Treasure and 4 copies of Communication, so I can trade any Pokemon for any other Pokemon, and with Mr. Treasure I can pull up at least 2 Poipoles or 2 Naganadels, which is always good. 4 copies of Custom Catcher, really don't need to spend too much time explaining why, as well as 4 copies of Rare Candy, must have in this build. Deck cards, 1 Reset Stamp, 2 copies of a Skateboard, and 2 copies of Switch. Additionally, I'm running 8 Draw Supporters. 4 of them are Cynthia, and 4 of them are Lilith. 2 Shrine of Punishment for the Stadium decision, because, we can put some extra damage to GX Pokemon, so why not? And 8 regular basic water energies. And overall, this deck is, not the top competitive, but definitely good rogue deck that can, sometimes surprise some other players. It can especially heavily damage those Charizard decks because they're weak on the water, of course, but overall nothing too special that you should definitely be hyped out about. So make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already didn't. It will definitely mean to me a lot. So yeah, that's it for the video introduction. Moving on with the game test. So yeah, make sure to stay until the end of the video so you can see the very, very epic battle with, weird decision at the end, but still good game. So see you in the game. Alright, so this hand is really good. I mean, there's Jirachi, 2 Piplups, Wooper plus Quagsire. I mean, literally I couldn't ask for the better hand. That is just amazing. Alright, so I think I'm gonna put that Piplup on the bench, and then I'm gonna go with a Cynthia play. So I'm gonna refresh the hand because I'm searching for some energy cards. And of course with the Pokemon Communication I can trade something for something else. In this case, for a Wooper, another I'm gonna go with the energy attachment and one stellar wish play for mysterious treasure. Alright, that's a good card. So with mysterious treasure I can then use my mysterious treasure for water energy. Then I can discard it for one purple. And after that I can just pass the turn. So this setup looks really good. The reason why I want to have two Whoopers in play is just to be 100% sure that I can move energies to my Empoleons before my opponent managed to knock one of my Quagsires, and then later I can just set in play if it's necessary Swampert. So he just does gather one card here. Alright, let me see what I can find first with the Lily. Pretty damn much nothing. Alright, and with the Stellar Wish, Cynthia. Yeah. Alright, 2 copies of Rare Candy, 2 copies of Custom Catcher, but other than that, pretty much nothing else. If there was at least one, let's say, Empoleon, then I could put him into play, but it didn't. So with another energy card, it's interesting that my opponent Whimsicott can actually one-hit knock on my Jirachi, and he can do that pretty much easily. And now it's time for my Piplup to be promoted. Alright, well I guess I'm not gonna risk too much here. This is just gonna be one Rare Candy Empoleon play. And yeah, to be honest, I'm even thinking about getting the Nugget against that Cotton on his bench. So I'm gonna go for it. Alright, additionally Cynthia, so I'm searching for energy and I didn't get energy card. Wow, that's just insane. Not even a Quagsire, so I can move energy with the washout. The only thing that I can do is just pass my turn, so the good thing is that I decided to go with my double custom catcher play. So meanwhile, Shrine of Punishment can deal some damage to the Whimsicott on the bench until I manage to draw the cards that I need. Yeah, I'm gonna put Volcanion on the bench, as well as I'm gonna play Reset Stamp. Will help my opponent a little bit with the Reset Stamp. But the only reason why I did that is because I can draw some extra cards. Lily. Well played. 2 copies of Quagsire right now in play, as well as 1 copy of Rare Candy that will help me out to put that Empoleon in play. Additionally, I can also use Custom Catcher play, and of course I'm not gonna find a single energy card. But at least I can wash out some energies, and that's gonna be enough. Alright, total command for the knockout, and it is a total 140 damage. Next turn should be reduced for 20 if my opponent decides not to put another Pokemon on the bench, but he definitely needs to put another Pokemon on the bench, otherwise this Whimsicott is probably going to be knocked out. It's probably going to be knocked out anyway, so there's a Porygon. Triple Acceleration Energy, so that's 3, 4, 5. That's 160. That's the 160 damage. That's unfortunately one-hit knockout, and I need to one-hit knock my opponent back, otherwise this game is probably gonna be over. So I guess I couldn't ask for the better top deck in this case. Lily needs to be better good. Alright, so yeah, I was searching for that energy card. Alright, let me use that washout. And basically, right now, I'm gonna use Switch to Jirachi into Stellar Wish, then Retreat. Anything that I can use? Pretty much nothing. So I'm looking forward just to retreat and try to use total command. Well, that's successful, so I'm hitting for 160. Whimsicott is knocked out with help of the Shrine of Punishment, and I'm taking 2 more prize cards. All suddenly I'm in a huge advantage against my opponent, as long as he is not able to set another copy of Whimsicott in play. Speak about Whimsicott, he just put another one in play, and he can swing only for 40. Maybe I shouldn't go with that switch. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should rather just try to focus on setting maybe a knockout. Yeah, I can't set the knockout with my Empoleon. Maybe I can turn point for 160 right now. Maybe right now is exactly the good time maybe to take at least the knockout with a turn point. But I have to pay 2 energies in order to do that, so... Is there any energy card in my discard pile? Yes, it is. So I can charge up. I can charge up for sure, and then I can Mr. Treasure my... I think I'm gonna Mr. Treasure one of my... Yeah, let's just Mr. Treasure. Okay, so energy needs to be attached somewhere. Ooh, I didn't want to attach energy card. Okay, never mind. Too late right now. I actually wanted to play energy maybe to... Alright, so I can take 100% prize card with my Jet Quagsire Volcanion. So that was the thing I was looking for, and I can still play a Drow Supporter. So yeah, I made a couple mistakes, but luckily I managed to get back. Alright, so we really want to set up a position where we can have 2 attacking Pokemons available to swing for a knockout. And I can total command this for the knockout, that is 140 damage. And once again, that is the knockout. As long as I have Volcanion, I can just bypass my opponent Whimsicott. And I can take the knockout against something on the bench. Alright, so that's a Porygon Z. And my opponent is far from the knockout, as long as he don't have triple acceleration energy. So he don't have, so he can just swing for 100. And there is a custom catcher play, which might be for a Volcanion. No, it is for the Naganadel. Not the best thing in the world. I would rather decided to go for that Jirachi, but he may be looking his opportunity in taking the knockout against the Naganadel. Well, there is a Wondrous Labyrinth. Luckily, I can just respawn back with my Shrine of Punishment. Using the Shrine of Punishment, crazy code. So if there is another energy card, it is. That should be enough for the knockout. That should be enough for the knockout. Energy blow for 130. Of course, I'm gonna promote my Jirachi. Things starting to be very complicated right now. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna trade this Jirachi into the... I need to set up my Swampert in play by any means, and that Swampert needs to have some energies attached. So I could potentially hit for the knockout next turn. And I'm gonna have two... I'm gonna actually have 2 chances to do that. Alright, so my opponent needs to flip tails in the coin flip right now, otherwise the game is probably over. So he flipped the tails in the coin flip, which is a very good thing. Right now he's down to only 30 HP, meaning that I can swing, for example, with Volcanion for the knockout next turn, and I can swing potentially with my Swampert, but he just needs to get tails in the coin flip. If he gets at least 1 copy of heads in the coin flip, then I will lose the game because I lost my Naganadel and I don't have another Naganadel, so I can recover my energies from the discard pile. And sadly, this is probably gonna be the game. Of course, Swampert should be promoted in the front, but it doesn't matter who will be promoted otherwise, as long as I don't have reset stamp. My opponent is hitting for like 1, 2, 3, 4 energies, 130, right? Yeah, so he is dealing 130 damage. Alright, so I actually need energy cards, which I managed to get. And that was the last energy card. Yes, it was. So yeah, we're going all in here, literally. There's literally nothing else that can save me except for that. Okay, I had two options actually available here, but this one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, so yeah, if okay, so Shroud of Punishment is dealing 10 damage to his Whimsicott, so I should go with a Swampert in the front. I should rather go with a Piplup, try to hit for 20, and still have option to hit for 20 more next turn and knock this Whimsicott out for the game, even if he removes the Shroud of Punishment. So I realized this a little bit too late. So he flipped the heads in the coin flip. He protected himself. And as long as he cannot remove Shrine of Punishment, I'm good because this Whimsicott is going to be knocked out. But there's the Lysander's Lab, and I'm losing the game if he have another energy card. And he have another energy card, and I don't have another energy card. So I'm only running 8 energies, and all 8 are in play. And in the end, I'm losing the game because of... yeah, I should rather go with a Piplup. I should rather try to knock him out with a Piplup. 2 heads, particularly better than 1 always. Not even my tools are working right now, so it doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, what we can do here is that we can Stellar Wish into the nothing, but it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna deck out myself and say well played to my opponent. It was a very close game. Maybe if I decided to attack with a Piplup, right now maybe again he would flip the heads and coin flip, so it wouldn't matter too much. We're never gonna find out what would happen if I just decided to go with the Piplup instead of the Empoleon. Actually, instead of the Swampert, because I have 2 different options available for attack, and I decided to go with the riskier one, and of course that didn't pay off, so that's the GG.